This is Empowered Magazine Investigates. I'm your host, Anelia Sutton. Let's begin.
Investigators are still trying to uncover a motive behind the rally shooting, which left Trump and 2 other people injured and 1 person dead. The gunman, Thomas Matthew Crooks, wrote on the popular gaming platform Steam, "July 13th will be my premiere. Watch as it unfolds." The owner of the rifle that was used to shoot at Donald Trump was found listed in the Trump campaign database and identified by the Trump campaign as a strong Republican supporter, gun owner, and hunter. The information was compiled as part of a secret Republican project to gather data on millions of gun owners across America to target pro-gun messages in the run-up to the 2016 election. Here's why they did it. The city of Pittsburgh is a key battleground in the critical swing state of Pennsylvania. So voters in Pennsylvania are always heavily profiled and targeted by political parties like the Trump campaign in 2016. They profile voters to identify likely gun owners and enthusiasts. And Mr. Crooks scored very highly with a 0.99 out of 1 for being a gun owner and 0.95 out of 1 for being a hunter. In fact, out of more than 19,000 people in Bethel Park who were profiled, Mr. Crooks was in the top 20, and the database classified him as a strong GOP or Republican voter. This update debunks conspiracy theories that the gunman was affiliated with the Democratic Party. Here are comments sharing sentiments of distrust. Something is not adding up. I'm starting to believe this whole thing was staged and 2 people got sacrificed. The fact that they kept a secret database should terrify you regardless of your party affiliation. A database. Not enough people are articulating what is happening here. I have been saying we need to look into the father. He bought the rifle 6 months prior to the attempt is super suspicious. The secret databases are actually scary. I swear Black Mirror and Handmaid's Tales are canon of our future reality. This is exactly why I don't bother watching mainstream American media. They probably will never go this deep into the story. The implications of this are huge. So, it needs to be validated and fact-checked before appropriate action be taken. But then, if validated, action should happen.
So the wife of the guy who was shot and killed at the Trump rally said that Joe Biden tried to call her, but she declined the call. She says her husband was a devout Republican and he would not have wanted her to talk to him. Joe Biden was, of course, reaching out to send his condolences to the family. Now, she said she doesn't have any ill will towards Joe Biden. She said she's not very political and doesn't get involved, but she does support Trump, and that's who she's voting for, but she doesn't have ill will towards Biden. She also said Biden's not responsible for what happened to her husband. A 20-year-old despicable kid did it. But after all that, after declaring that she will vote for Trump and still supports Trump, and despite her husband dying at a Trump rally, she said they have not yet heard from Trump. Jesus. So the political rival of the guy that they will be voting for, the political rival of the guy whose rally your husband got killed at, the political rival of the guy the bullet was intended for, he reached out and you were like, nah, I can't talk to you. But the guy who you've cast your lot with couldn't be bothered to call you, but he had plenty of time the next day to go golfing. This is simple, guys. If morality is anything important to you, understand that this guy is antithetical to morality, to humanity, to basic empathy, to compassion, to just generally being a good person. I find it embarrassingly shameful that he couldn't even reach out to the family.
The police ignored several witnesses who saw the shooter crawling on the roof prior to the shots being fired. In the aftermath of the rally, Donald Trump was well enough to play golf, but didn't bother to call the widow of the man who was killed at the rally. Within 2 days, the Trump campaign began selling sneakers called the assassination attempt sneakers to begin profiting off this act of political violence before contacting the widow of the man killed in the attack. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of the Department of Homeland Security has opened a probe into the Secret Service's decision-making. In her first public statement since the assassination attempt, the Secret Service director said that the agency will participate fully in an independent review ordered by President Joe Biden, and also said the agency will work with Congress on any oversight action. Stay tuned. Take a listen to this commentary by a woman named Janet, who is a former Trump voter from Georgia, explain her position on Donald Trump.
Never in my life seen anyone as cruel, rude, mean, vindictive, vengeful, hateful as Donald Trump is. My name is Janet. I live in a little town of Byron, Georgia. I thought in 2016 when I voted for Donald Trump that I voted for the lesser of the two evils, from the insurrection that he directly caused with his rhetoric in his mouth and inciting the people into doing what they did to our nation's capital is just beyond imagination. The sexual assault, and let's call it rape because that's what it was, to inflating property values to get better loan interest rates, to sharing our classified documents to anybody that wanted to look at them and brag about it, and his friendship with communist leaders is just unthinkable. Presidents are not supposed to do that. They're supposed to be for the country they represent. And I've been here almost 70 years, and I've never in my life seen anyone as cruel, rude, mean, vindictive, vengeful, hateful as Donald Trump is. Everything he says has to be fact-checked because 95% of the time or more, it is untrue. And the childish name calling, I pray that you vote for Joe Biden this year because we do not need Donald Trump in the White House. There is no telling what he is capable of.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned as we will continue to bring you any updates on this developing story.
This video is sponsored by Mission Possible University, a school I founded with courses dedicated to equal access to justice and closing the wealth gap. Join more than 4,000 students and over 20,000 alumni in the pursuit of brave ideas on missionpossibleuniversity.com. I believe that legal education and personal finance are two sides of the same coin because corrupt officials target people who don't know their rights and are struggling financially. But with the right financial tool, you can protect yourself by building your personal credit, and that's where the Self Card comes in. It's not just a secure credit card, but a powerful shield of protection and a symbol of empowerment. Don't let financial struggles allow corrupt officials to put a target on your back. Take control of your personal finances now. Build credit, build dreams. Get the Self Card today on aneliasutton.com/self. You can also find a link in the video description box. Please remember to hit the like, share, subscribe, and the bell notification.